Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Kim with WorkHardTravelWell.com, and I'm going live tonight for a new video this week. So I'm going to give a few moments for people to join. I didn't really announce it. This is something that came up this week, so I thought it was pretty important that we chat about it. So as people are joining, but let's go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Kim and I'm with WorkHardTravelWell.com. And if you're new to my YouTube channel or my Facebook page on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications. I post weekly videos around travel, lifestyle, and tech. And if you're watching from my Facebook page, be sure to hit the like and follow button to receive more notifications about videos like this and also about travel news. Today's news is pretty important. If you haven't heard, there's going to be new travel rules in place for international travel into the U.S., and it starts on January 26th. And the CDC made an order and made this announcement on January 12th. I don't usually go live, but like I said, this is pretty important information. So if you think I should go live more often, do me a favor and hit the like button on either YouTube or Facebook. Let me know you're here. Say hello in the chat so I can know who all is out there. So let's get right into it. Again, we're going to talk about the rules in place for if you're traveling to the U.S. and it starts on January 26th. We've already had to get used to how travel was last year, traveling during the pandemic. I have a few videos where I talk about what it was like to travel during the pandemic, but this year is completely changed the game. And although we're a little late, we're a year late into this, we're going to, the US now requires that before you basically get into, before you come to the US from an international trip, you're going to have to show a negative COVID test before boarding the plane. Yes, that's right, before you board the plane. So not only do you might have to take a test to go to that destination, depending on the destination, you also will have to take a test while you're in the destination and show that when you're coming back. So travel is going to be a lot more different going forward. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I put together this little like one pager of the things that you should know about these new rules. So you can download it on my website. I'm going to put a link in the description of these videos after I'm done so that you can get a link to show you the one pager so you can have it, you can share it, have it, and you can reference it, as well as you can get signed up for travel tips that way. So let me show you this. Okay, so let me know if you all can see it. Let me try to widen it some more. Okay, so like I said, these rules go into place on January 26th, and it's for all passengers coming into the U.S. on an international flight. So even if you're a U.S. citizen or a permanent legal resident, you have to abide by this, and it's for passengers that are 2 and older, and the tests that you take cannot be more than 3 days before. So you have to consider that as you're looking up testing. Even if you've taken a vaccine, you do have to provide a negative test result, and you have to, like I said earlier, you have to have these results before you board to show. So they can either be via paper or electronic results, and it's up to the airline. If you have a positive result or you didn't take the test, they can deny you from boarding. This also applies if you have a connection in the US, and it applies to, also you can, as far as the type of test that you can provide or take, you can take a viral test or antigen test. And basically the antigen test is the one that comes back, same day rapid result test. And the viral test is one that can either come back same day, or it can take a little longer. The viral test you can either do via the nose swab or the or either throat, it just depends. But the antigen test is strictly nasal, and that's the rapid test. So those are acceptable tests. Let me know what you guys think about these new rules. I know it's long overdue, but I know this is going to be interesting as far as planning. If you are planning any international travel, let me know what you guys think about the new rules. So this one is very important. It's to check with the airline or the hotel or the destination for testing options. So, or testing partnerships. There's already companies that have come out with testing partnerships that they're going to offer, and I suspect that more companies are going to, as this news was just released this week, they're going to come up with some type of process so that this doesn't deter people from traveling, because the travel industry is already suffering due to last year. So they're going to want to try to come up with something to help travelers. So American Airlines is an airline that's already announced that they're doing a partnership for testing, and it's only right now for the Dallas airport. There are hotels, especially in Mexico and the Caribbean. Now let me pull this up so I don't get it wrong. But in the so like Sandals and AM Resorts are offering free COVID testing until March 31st. So it's for all guests traveling to the U.S. And they also have a stipulation for AM Resorts that if you are unable to board or depart, they are now waiving the cost for, like, if you have to come back to the property and quarantine for up to 14 days. So these are just some things that you can expect to see over time as this continues to go on. Okay, so some more resorts, hotels are the Playa Hotels and Resorts throughout Caribbean, Mexico through April 30th, Hard Rock Hotel Cancun, and there's a lot more. And what I'm going to do is put together a article with all of these and keep it updated. So be sure to, when I drop the link in the description of this video, be sure to sign up so that you can get updated on this, as well as the free one-pager on this, and just so you can stay updated on travel news. I like to keep my subscribers and readers updated on what's going on. So what do you guys think? There's good and bad. Of course, this is good for just making sure we're combating and helping with being able to help with the COVID things that are going on right now, if that's good. The bad is you have to kind of, do some extra planning. You have to be flexible, because say, you get a positive result and you're gonna have to stay, you're gonna have to, change your flight. So look for airlines that might be helping with those change fees, and also make sure you budget for having to stay longer. And when you get back from the trip, you need to also still remember that the CDC advises that you get a test 3 to 5 days when you return from the trip, as well as quarantine for 7 days. So this is, depending on how long your trip's going to be, this could be a very lengthy process. You're just going to have to consider all this when you're planning your trip. Do you guys have any questions? Let me know in the comments. Let's see. But yeah, that's basically it. I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of it. I think it's a good thing. It's just, I was waiting to travel this year, but I will probably wait a little bit to see how things go, see how much tests cost in other countries. As of right now, I've only seen Mexico and like the Caribbean offering partnerships. I know the Bahamas offers a partnership, but you already have to test while you're in Bahamas anyway. So let me know what you guys think, and be sure to, again, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching from YouTube, and give me a like and follow on Facebook. And thanks for checking out this video. You guys have a great Sunday.